So let's review what happens when the exponent is 0. Look at this example again. So we can look at this problem in two different ways. I think in the last one we had x to the 5th or b to the 5th. We can think about this as x being multiplied 4 times, right? Or you can also think about it that anything divided by itself is going to equal 1. So if we do the expansion and then we do all the divisions, we would just end up with 1. So if we take a look at, let's take a look at this. So this divided by that, and that equals 1. But if we look at it from the rule we just talked about with subtracting exponents, we're going to do x, we're going to have x to the 4 minus 4. Okay, so we just previously talked about the fact that if you are dividing powers, you're going to subtract the exponents, and you're going to get x to the 0. So these two things are equal to each other. X to the 0 is equal to 1. So anything to the 0 power is equal to 1. All right, let's take a look at when the exponent is larger in the numerator and the denominator. One thing we can do, cancel. X to the 4th divided by x to the 4th is 1. So we get 1 over x squared. And then this is equal to, we can also think about this as subtracting exponents. 4 minus 6 is equal to x to the negative 2. So this is another important point here. We have x, a negative exponent, is the same as taking the reciprocal of that, and then the exponent becomes positive. Okay, so let's take a look at this next example when we have more than one variable. R to the 9th times t to the 3rd, r to the 8th times t to the 7th. We are going to have eight of these divide with 8 of these. We're going to have 3 t's divide out with 3 of these t's. So that with divided by that equals 1. That divided by that equals 1. And so we are left with r over 1, 2, 3, 4 t to the fourth. Okay, so let's do a quick summary. When we are dividing powers of the same base, we can subtract. You can subtract the exponents. A negative exponent means we're taking the reciprocal and then the exponent becomes positive. So if we see a negative exponent, we want to take the reciprocal of that and that becomes x squared. If we have a negative exponent in the denominator, then we take the reciprocal and it becomes x to the second power. So by taking the reciprocal, the exponent becomes positive. And then, finally, a number or variable raised to a 0 power is equal to 1, a to the first equals 1, 3 to the first equals 1, x to the third, y to the second, all raised to the 0 power is equal to 1. And that's all I have for you today in this video, folks. So if you have additional questions, you can call, text, email, or look me up on Instagram. I will see you later.